And I don't think either of those two could have been able to cope. They'd been anywhere else.
What happens when a royal letter that has been kept secret for a long time is discovered? A letter from Princess Diana to Princess Anne has been found, giving us a look at their difficult relationship. This finding is making people curious about the royal family's private lives and could change what we believe about them. The royal family has always intrigued people around the world. But what happens when their personal life is revealed? Princess Diana and Princess Anne had a complicated connection due to their different roles in the family and their personalities. Their friendship wasn't the close sisterhood that many people imagined. Diana's warm emotions often conflicted with Anne's stricter and more traditional style. As Diana became more popular, people started to suspect that Anne was feeling jealous and competitive. Although there were complicated relationships behind the scenes, the public saw them as a family fulfilling their royal duties for many years. What was once hidden is now visible and can help explain their dispute. A newly discovered letter from Diana to Anne brings all of this to the spotlight. A simple letter could reveal a lot about their difficult relationship, struggles, and possibly their true feelings for each other more than we have ever realized. While it may seem personal to discover something private from the royal family, this letter could help us learn more about the people behind the titles. The relationship between Princess Diana and Princess Anne was not exactly what people expected from two important members of the British royal family. While the sisters-in-law weren't openly mean, there was a lack of closeness that you might expect, especially since Diana changed things in the royal home. The key is having different characters. Diana was willing to show her thoughts and was kind and open. She was easy to talk to and connect with for people from all backgrounds because of her genuine charm. She was someone who would grin and interact candidly with others in a way not typically observed in royal circles. She became popular because of her connection with the people, especially through her charity work. Millions of people connected with her openness about her feelings. Then there was Princess Anne. In many ways, Anne was the exact opposite. Reserved and usually regal, Anne lived a pragmatic existence that occasionally made her seem cut off from the emotional warmth Diana radiated. She was less concerned about public adoration and did not want the limelight Diana experienced. Anne focused on her royal duties and didn't care much about what people thought. She was known for being straightforward and practical. Their different approaches to their work and to life in general most certainly made it difficult for them to connect on a deeper level. Publicly, there were no major conflicts, but people could feel the two were not very friendly. Interestingly, there were no obvious conflicts even with the distance between them. The royal family's image, especially Diana's rise in popularity, attracted a lot of attention to their relationship. Diana was known as the People's Princess, whereas Anne had always been the Queen's only daughter and received a lot of media attention. When Diana arrived, the media became very interested in her, shifting the focus entirely onto her. The media excitement over Diana's growing popularity might have caused some hidden tensions. Before Diana married Prince Charles, Anne was already in the public eye. Even though it wasn't directly stated, it's clear that Anne may have felt jealous or competitive now that Diana is in the spotlight. Instead of a direct conflict, their hidden competition was focused on how the changing public opinion might impact Anne's position in the royal family. Actually, the situation was more complicated than just competition. Diana and Anne both worked in the royal family, so their experiences were shaped by the different demands they faced. Diana welcomed the media attention and used her skill in connecting with people to effectively support charity work. She embraced the spotlight openly, which earned her millions of fans. During a time when the royal family seemed distant and formal, Diana's style and appearance were seen as groundbreaking. Princess Anne took a different approach, though. She did not engage with the public like Diana did. Her public image was built on being reliable and steady, someone the country could trust, unlike Diana's less serious approach. Anne focused more on her royal duties than sharing her personal life, which made her seem less friendly to the public compared to Diana. Diana was more popular and well-known, while Anne preferred to stay out of the spotlight. This difference led to tension between them due to their varying priorities and what the public expected, but it wasn't exactly a confrontation. It's hard not to see that Diana's rise to power would have posed a threat to Anne. Anne had been the most important female part of the royal family for a long time, always catching the Queen's attention. However, Diana quickly became more popular with the people. This was a shift in how power worked in the royal family, not just a change in how the media operated. Now that this letter is public, we have a special chance to understand the details of their connection. The letter may reveal stories that have been around for a long time, feelings and thoughts that people did not fully understand. What does Diana really think about Anne? Was there a hidden competition or some friendliness between them? What exactly did Diana write in this letter, and how does it help us understand their relationship more clearly? Well, there's only one way to find out, and it's through the words that Diana once wrote to her royal sister. The revelation of Princess Diana's letter to Princess Anne, which had been lost, has sent shockwaves through royal circles and beyond. The letter, which was believed to be lost, has unexpectedly resurfaced and provides a unique glimpse into the relationship between two of the most well-known members of the royal family. What caused this letter to be lost for such a long time? And what does its finding mean for our understanding of their relationship? While the specifics of how the letter was found are still somewhat unclear, one thing is for sure: its discovery has sparked a great deal of interest. This was not simply a lost letter before it was discovered during a search of the archives. It was put away with great care, perhaps for safety reasons. This discovery comes at a time when a lot of people are very curious about the private lives of the royal family and want to learn more about the individuals in it. The unexpected receipt of the letter is an exciting occasion for royal researchers and people who are interested in the private lives of royals. What is the significance of a single letter? Princess Diana was famous for her charitable activities, her kind personality, and her status as the people's princess. She was one of the most respected persons of her era. Her private life was frequently scrutinized, and her innermost feelings were seldom made public. Every letter that Diana left behind is extremely significant because she hardly ever sent personal letters. The letter provides us with a one-of-a-kind insight into Diana's thoughts, allowing the public to better comprehend her feelings and opinions regarding her relationship with Princess Anne. This gives it greater significance than simply being a piece of paper. For a long time, people have wondered about the relationship between Diana and Anne. They weren't particularly close, but they also didn't treat each other with open rudeness. They frequently had disagreements regarding their personalities and responsibilities as royals. Diana was enthusiastic in interacting with the audience and was friendly and emotive, while Anne was more conventional and restrained. It is possible that their contrasting characteristics made it difficult for them to develop a close bond. There could have been problems that were not obvious. Before Diana became well known, Anne, the sole daughter of the Queen, was the focus of royal life. However, after Diana married Prince Charles, the public's attention switched away from Anne. These dynamics may have provided some insight into why they were not very warm. The letter may provide significant new information about their connection and give a unique glimpse into Diana's perspective on her interactions with Anne. Did she think of Anne as a trusted friend? Was there some underlying friction between them? Or did they actually have a more harmonious relationship than the public believed? Because Diana and Anne are perceived differently by the public, this letter could provide insight into a component of their relationship that has not been seen before. The discovery of the letter raises a number of questions about both its legality and its contents. When it comes to every significant historical discovery, it is necessary to determine whether the letter is genuine. It is likely that experts will be requested to verify the letter using their knowledge of royal history and handwriting analysis, which will confirm where it came from. This approach is crucial to validate the letter's truth, because many people care about the royal family. Even though uncertainty is normal, if the letter is real, it will give valuable information about Diana and Anne's private lives. Once proven, this letter could be an important part of royal history. It will help explain the bond between Diana and Anne and may also provide new insights into Diana's life. Diana's personal works are extremely significant because she is one of the most well-known individuals of the 20th century. The letter can explain her problems, her status in the royal family, and her opinions on the challenges she faced in her tough marriage and public life. Additionally, the letter's potential impact is noteworthy. Because of the nature of royal letters, Diana's comments will probably catch the attention of both historians and her admirers. It could provide new information about Diana's influence and help us better comprehend the relationships among the royal family. Because letters like these were occasionally used for personal problems rather than only official news, this letter could also provide us with an insight into how the royal family conducted their own affairs. What should be included in the letter? It is intriguing to consider the possibility that it contains information regarding the friendship between Diana and Anne. Is it able to provide insight into her feelings about their strained connection, or offer a more detailed view of their time spent together? Diana is known for being candid about her sentiments. Therefore, the letter may contain honest comments about her life as a queen, her marriage, and her feelings regarding Anne. This letter provides us with insight into the private lives of a well-known individual in contemporary history, rather than simply being a part of royal history. While we wait for more information about the accuracy and contents of this discovery, we cannot stress enough how significant it is. The letter is a crucial moment in royal history since it will illustrate Diana's thoughts and her connection with Princess Anne, indicating feelings like concern, disagreement, or something else. With this letter in hand, the question now is what it will reveal about the bond between Diana and Anne and how it might change our understanding of the royal family's complex inner world. The discovery of Princess Diana's letter to Princess Anne has generated significant buzz, with everyone wondering what it might reveal about their complex relationship. These two royal women who shared a public family connection but didn't always seem to share a close bond have intrigued the public for years. So what could this lost letter possibly tell us about their private thoughts and feelings toward each other? First off, let's talk about how the letter could give us a glimpse into their personal dynamics. Diana and Anne were both strong, independent women in their own right, but they were also vastly different in how they approached their royal duties. Anne was more reserved, and her approach to royal life was steeped in duty, tradition, and privacy. Diana, on the other hand, was known for being warm, open, and emotional. She had a unique ability to connect with the public, and her charitable work made her beloved by millions. Could this letter reveal how they truly felt about each other's royal roles and personalities? It's possible that the letter reflects some long-held tensions between them. Or perhaps it sheds light on a more empathetic and understanding side of their relationship. Given that both women navigated the pressures of royal life in their own ways, the letter could also offer insight into Diana's feelings about her royal duties, motherhood, and the intense public scrutiny she faced. Diana was often in the media spotlight, but she had a complicated relationship with it. While she loved being a mother, the constant pressure of being under a microscope had a toll on her mental health. It's possible that Diana confided in Anne, who also had her own challenges with the royal family and public life. Did Diana use this letter as an outlet for her frustrations? Did she share her struggles with Anne in a way that only a sister-in-law could understand? As we think about Diana's struggles, it's also worth speculating if the letter reflects on key family events, particularly Diana's marriage to Prince Charles. This marriage, fraught with difficulties, was a public spectacle. Would Diana have used the letter to discuss her heartache or offer reflections on her relationship with Charles? The letter might give us insight into how she coped with the stress and heartbreak of her marriage, and how much of that she shared with Anne. Did Diana view Anne as a confidant, or in contrast, as someone with whom she could have a more honest exchange about her life? Given Anne's experiences and role within the royal family, She may have been someone Diana felt comfortable sharing her feelings with, or perhaps she kept some of her deeper emotions private. The way their royal roles influenced their relationship could also come up in the letter. Anne was the Queen's only daughter for many years, a position that gave her a certain level of visibility within the family. She was the more traditional royal, often sticking to duty and carrying out her obligations in a low-key, no-nonsense way. Diana's approach was vastly different. She became the people's princess and embraced the public, using her position to raise awareness for important causes, especially those concerning children and people with AIDS. Was the letter a way for Diana to explain herself to Anne, to offer insight into her more public-facing role? Could it have been a moment for Diana to ask for Anne's understanding of her struggles as a mother and as a royal who was constantly scrutinized? Emotional insights could also be a key part of the letter. Diana's personal struggles were well known, and many speculated about the toll her royal life took on her mental health. Could the letter include her battle with depression and loneliness? Diana was a woman who often felt isolated within her role, especially given the breakdown of her marriage and the intense media attention. If she was open with Anne, there might be personal insights about how Diana coped with these pressures, or perhaps how she managed her life behind the scenes. Maybe the letter was her way of reaching out to Anne, asking for support, or simply confiding in someone who could relate to the pressures they both faced within the royal family. So, with all this intrigue surrounding the letter, what does it truly reveal? And how will it affect how we view Princess Diana, Princess Anne, and their roles within the royal family? The discovery of Princess Diana's lost letter to Princess Anne has opened a whole new chapter in the royal family's history. The question on everyone's mind is, what will happen to this letter now that it's been found? While it's still unclear how the royal family will handle it, one thing's for sure. This letter holds immense potential to change how we view Princess Diana and Princess Anne's relationship. The royal family is known for keeping their personal matters private, but with increasing public interest in royal history, there's a possibility that the letter could eventually be released to the public. Royal historians and biographers often rely on personal documents like these to piece together the true stories of the family, so the contents of the letter could very well be used in future books or documentaries. The impact of the letter's release could be profound. People have been captivated by Princess Diana's life since she entered the public eye. This letter, as a rare glimpse into her private thoughts, could spark an outpouring of emotions from fans and reshape their perceptions of Diana, especially her relationship with Princess Anne. The two women were often seen as distant, and the public's curiosity about their bond has only grown over time. If the letter sheds light on the complexities of their relationship, it could shift how the royal family is viewed by the public, making them seem more human and relatable. There's also a growing interest in royal correspondence in general. The public is always eager to learn more about the lives of royals behind closed doors. The letter could give fans an intimate look at how Diana viewed her role within the royal family, her struggles, and possibly her relationship with Anne. If the letter's contents are ever fully revealed, it would offer a deeper understanding of the royal family dynamics, including the emotional burdens that come with being a royal. Given the royal family's tight grip on personal documents, the fate of this letter will be something to watch closely. And there you have. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more captivating stories. Click on the next video popping up on your screen. You won't want to miss what's coming next.